Our goal in Iran is not merely to focus on the loneliness and the pain that come out in the call. We actually try to connect to the human on the other side of the line, to hear their story, their hopes, their dreams. A few weeks ago, I received a call from an old lady. She's a Holocaust survivor. She called us, her friends in Iran, because she was feeling lonely. It was nighttime. She really felt the emptiness in the house. This is the house where she used to live with her husband. She's been a widow for the past 17 years. She feels the four walls around her, she feels the empty bed, and she calls us to be with her at that time. She told me about her son, her daughter-in-law, her 3 grandchildren. She spends the weekends with them, but during the week she feels very lonely. She doesn't call them very often during the week, because she doesn't want to be a burden. She doesn't want to come in the way. She told me how anxious she is for the weekend to come, when she would see her grandchildren and be able to share her stories with them and to hear their stories of the week. She also told me that she's been saving up a ring to give to her granddaughter. She seemed very anxious to give the ring to the granddaughter. It seems strange to me that someone feeling so lonely, so empty, would be able to give to others. So I asked her, where do you derive the power to give? She told me a story that really surprised me. It was decades and decades ago, back in Europe. She was a hungry child in the Holocaust, like many other children in the Holocaust. And one day, when it was really cold and she was very hungry, a young man gave up his loaf of bread for her. That gave her hope. It didn't just take care of the hunger, but it gave her hope for life. She made an oath that day that if she would be able to give, she would give to others. And this is what enables her to give to her grandchildren and also to give to the community. She thanked me for being there with her, for hearing her story. It reminded her of the man that gave her the loaf of bread, of how people give to people, of how she gives to her son and her grandchildren. It reminded her of the power that she has within her. And this is exactly what we do in Iran. We show the people the power that they have within.